It seems that yoga has been the new craze within the realm of working out and mindfulness. The yoga market has grown to a whopping 37 million practitioners in the US alone, and everyone seems to be curious about this new form of exercise. But what is yoga, and is it really that new? The media seems to portray yoga with groups of very calm people and fit moms doing sun salutations on a beach in rural Southeast Asia. There's a common misconception that yoga is a practice that can only be adopted by flexible, calm, and fit people, where in actuality, there are many forms and intensities of yoga that can be practiced and that appeal to beginners and experts in the field of yoga. That being said, there's a lot more meaning spiritually and physically to yoga than may appear. Yoga is an ancient discipline designed to bring balance and health to the physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual dimensions of the individual. Yoga is often depicted metaphorically as a tree and comprises 8 aspects: universal ethics, individual ethics, physical postures, breath control, control of the senses, concentration, meditation, and bliss. The beginnings of yoga were developed by the Indus civilization in northern India over 5,000 years ago. Long a popular practice in India, yoga has become increasingly more common in Western society. The discipline of Hatha yoga, which is the physical aspect of yoga, was developed as a vehicle for meditation. The repertoire of Hatha yoga prepared the body, and particularly the nervous system, for stillness, creating the necessary physical strength and stamina that allowed the mind to remain calm. Yoga is practiced in various forms. The most popular forms include Hatha yoga, a form of yoga with the basic postures being changed slower and requiring yogis to hold each pose for a few breaths. Vinyasa yoga, a dynamic practice that links movement and breath together in a dance-like way. In Vinyasa, you don't linger long in each pose, and the pace can be quick with a rise in heart rate. Yoga can be practiced alone or with a group, in a hot yoga studio, or in a small dark room. It can be performed in a meditative fashion or in more aerobic exercise forms. The versatility of yoga allows for its benefits to expand beyond an immediate session. A growing body of research evidence supports the belief that certain yoga techniques may improve physical and mental health through the downregulation of the hypothalamic pituitary adrenal, or HPA axis, and the sympathetic nervous system. The HPA axis and SNS are triggered as a response to a physical or psychologic demand or stressor, leading to a cascade of physiologic, behavioral, and psychologic effects, primarily as a result of the release of cortisol and catecholamines, epinephrine, and norepinephrine. These hormones and neurotransmitters are common contributors to stress. This chemical response leads to the mobilization of energy needed to combat the stressor through the classic fight or flight syndrome. A large body of research has suggested that yoga has benefits both immediately as well as in the long term for individuals of all age groups, ethnic, and physical backgrounds. Innes et al. Suggested that yoga has an immediate quieting effect on the SNS-HPA axis response to stress. While the precise mechanism of action has not been determined, it has been hypothesized that some yoga exercises cause a shift towards a parasympathetic nervous system dominance, which decreases overall total stress. Selvamurthy et al. Showed that immediately after being practiced, yoga decreased levels of salivary cortisol and blood glucose. It is also shown to significantly decrease heart rate and systolic and diastolic blood pressure. Yoga has also reversed the negative impact of stress on the immune system, and decreased some markers of inflammation. In the long term, Shapiro et al. Noted that yoga played a role in significantly reducing low-frequency heart rate variability, which is a sign of sympathetic nervous system activation in depressed patients following an 8-week intervention. In another study, Gordon et al. Compared the effects of 6 months of weekly classes plus home practices of yoga against aerobic exercises plus stretching. Compared to the baseline measures and a control group, both yoga and aerobic exercise led to significant reductions at 3 and 6 months in fasting blood glucose and exhibited improvements in total serum cholesterol compared with controls. One indicator of oxidative stress also significantly decreased in yoga and exercise groups. Reducing overall oxidative stress can help improve one's body health. The adoption of yoga into the Western world has allowed for the expansion of ways yoga can be practiced and the adoption of exercise activity that includes aspects of mindfulness. Studies comparing the effects of yoga and exercise seem to indicate that in both healthy and diseased populations, yoga may be as effective as or better than exercise at improving a variety of health-related outcome measures. Yoga has proven effective in many physical and psychological ailments, contributing to appealing and well-rounded experience. Yoga is not exclusive to the stereotypical groups associated to practicing yoga and can be adopted by people of all age groups and physical backgrounds. If you are interested in learning more about yoga, look up videos on YouTube or practice poses at home. You can research the different types of yoga and choose which form is right for you. Yoga is an exercise for all, so give it a try. Happy Yoga Days!